The shadow self is the parts of ourselves that have been pushed down to be unconscious, the parts that we're insecure about, ashamed of, or frustrated with, and therefore repress. The concept of the shadow self is based on the notion that we figuratively bury those pieces of personality that we fear would not be welcomed, accepted, or loved by others. Therefore, we keep them in the shadows. In short, our shadow selves are the versions of ourselves that we do not show society. So what is shadow work? This is the practice of loving what is and setting the shame and judgments free so that we can be our true selves. As Victor Hugo famously said, the greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. Hello, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I'm back to do the latest episode of the download for all of us at this time. So we're going to use the Dark Goddess Tarot. Let's get a good shuffle here. Breathe in the love and peace and happiness. And breathe out anything that is anything other than that, anything less. Thank you. While I get some shuffles here on the stick for us. What is going on in this message in the shadows? Please and thank you. I do have my crystal ball here on the table. So at some point that might come out and play is what I hear. At some point I hear that will come out and play. Really? Okay, they want me to bring the bowls. In particular, the heart chakra bowl. So welcome to your free tarot reading tonight. The way the free tarot reading works is since you didn't invest anything in it, Spirit's going to give you the message that Spirit sees fit. You can stay and enjoy, or you can click off and leave if that's not for you. If you want to ask your personal questions, put your donation through with it, because Spirit said what I give for free is what I'm allowed to give for free. And unless I get the word other than that, you're going to have to reciprocate with me. Your donation of at least $10 US will be greatly appreciated. And in appreciation for that, we will pull cards or channel messages, or usually both simultaneously at the same time on your behalf, according to your personal question. The description box has all the details. If you want to be on the list, you have until I'm done with this general tarot and the shadows message for all who have tuned in. If it's your first time here, welcome to the channel. So thankful and grateful that you've aligned with us. There is something here for you. It's by divine design that you do. If you're returning, so thankful and grateful to you and helping us to grow and expand the channel. Already getting donations in. Thank you so much, Malibu. I see your donation of $20. Definitely when I get towards the end, put your question in the comment box so I can be able to pull that up. And what else? If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it, because you're always responsible for the choices and the decisions that you make in your life. So make them responsibly. All right. So we're going to lay out, once the first card falls, we're going to be laying out 7 cards for your spread today. I'm using my shadow work spread that I created back in April of this year. Our first card is falling. So what's happening in the shadows that warrants attention is the 3 of Fire. The 3 of Fire. Okay, your ships are coming in. Why is this coming out in the shadows? I see here because it could equate to a trigger point for you, where you are in the point of disbelief. I hear the word dismay, disbelief or dismay. about what is coming through on your behalf at this time, because it's so overwhelming because of the fact that this is your ships coming in. Like, baby, you didn't know your ships was going to look like this is the way it feels like. Yeah, you didn't know your ships were going to look quite like this. Like this, like this, like this. Now tell me, do you like it like that? I like it like that. Yeah, baby. I like it like that. I like it like that. Okay, so the bottom of the deck has our goal, the desire, or the aim. Is 9 of Swords. This is telling me this whole point of this situation is to get over your fucking fears. Your dreams are coming true. What the fuck you gonna do? Because God said, I could give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? I could give it to you, but what? Your ships are coming in. This is about you overcoming your fears and staying in alignment, because the 9 of Swords is also a card that speaks to me straight up about alignment. This is about staying in alignment and allowing your wish fulfillment to come in and not allowing yourself to be triggered by fears or worries or the past energies. Okay. Let me get another deck shuffled. The Prism Oracle, you got it. Once I find it anyways, you can have it. I have so many decks. There it is. I see it. Oh, and the Hermetic Tarot. Shit, we're going to be doing some shuffling here tonight. So, Hermetic Tarot and the Prism Oracle. When your dreams come true, why does it trigger fears in you? Because you ain't never had this before. All your dreams in those accomplishment of those dreams lives outside of your fear zone. Outside of your comfort zone, out there in your fears. If it lived in your comfort zone, it wouldn't be dreams, it would be accomplishments. Your dreams are going to cause you to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to get uncomfortable to fulfill your dreams and wishes. And it's like you've been doing work in the recent times, recent days, weeks, and some of you even years, to overcome different fears that you had. In other words, let's say somebody's dream was to have trust fund babies. Along the path of developing into that, you had to understand all the things that you were going to come against. They said make it more tangible and understandable to their experiences, to the more common experience. Somebody had a dream of having a business. Okay, somebody had a dream of having a business, to explain. And in order to attain it, they had to overcome different things that were holding them back in their own consciousness from being a business owner. For example, they had to get rid of ideas that they attained through their friend's father, who was a business owner, who cheated on his wife, was an alcoholic, and abused and neglected his children. Because he was a business owner. Now, in your awareness of the situation and circumstances creates in you synaptic connections in the brain, which say, no good, no bueno, I don't like it. So that's something in the more mundane, easier to grasp for more people of how these things happen. For another example, somebody here had, when they were young, a person who they loved passed away because they had a cesarean section. Oh God, really? We're gonna just be that blunt? Okay, somebody passed away because of a cesarean section, or they heard of that, right? So their whole life they've had a fear of having a cesarean section, but now it's time to deliver that baby, and you gotta have a cesarean section. And guess what? Ain't no ways around it. You're going to have to overcome that shit. Hopefully you have a good guidance on your team to help coach you through it, right? So somebody here being presented with what they feared, and it looks like wish fulfillment in what you're being presented with. And it's triggering all the worries and the fears of past energies if you have not already reconciled yourself to this different level of awareness. Some of you have already done that. So You're going to hit this at different levels. All right, that feels like a good shuffle there for the Prism Oracle. I got 2 other decks shuffled. So as we move through this spread tonight, I'm going to be pulling from each of these 3 decks right off of the top. And at the end, we'll look at, well, let's see, the bottom here of the Prism Oracle is the Strength card. Like I said, somebody overcame their fears with their strength. Okay, somebody, you did that here. You didn't let worry and anxiety keep you down here. On the bottom of the 5 of Cups, like I said, a loss, something that was very emotionally challenging, some sort of loss here in the past that triggers the hell out of somebody. Somebody's getting a whole bunch of money come into their life, and if you haven't reconciled your fact to having yourself to having money and worked out all your judgments and ideations you had about people who have money, that having the money and what need to be done with it and all that stuff, well, then you could find yourself triggered in this case as well. So with the 3 of Fire and what's happening in the shadows, we have comfort. I told you, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to come out your comfort zone. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. So there's a change happening in your life that takes you out of your comfort zone. You know, the fears are being triggered here. Why? Because in the past there was a loss. For somebody, this is the fears that come up when you're looking at a new prospect in a love relationship. Because, you know, everybody you ever loved has left you. Well, fuck, that happens to everybody born on earth. I mean, very rarely do people actually die together. And even if they do die together, they don't usually get to have that cherished moment. I'm sure there's somebody, though, because that's how it works here on earth. Anyhow, let's see. Our second position is what has allowed this whole shadow energy to continue. So somebody's afraid of change. What's allowed this shadow energy to continue? Wow. The first thing I'm picking up is on witchcraft, magic, spell casting. Somebody greedy ass. Somebody's been in a lot of greed. Is this you or someone else? This is the Queen of Wands energy coming out with cleanse. Okay. As well as the 9 of Cups. For someone here, there's a person who is very self-centered, and as we all are, okay, change is happening in your world because you're self-centered. The change is happening in your world because you've learned to become self-centered. You focus your energy, your creative power, your creative force going into that which actually fulfills you. And this is called shadow because most people will rather have you do everything that they want you to do for their fulfillment and just leave yourself by the wayside, sitting on the dirt road with no company in sight, no rescue in sight, and no means of getting the fuck out of there. That's how a lot of people would like to have you. But you're in a self-centered, a self-focused energy. They say self-centered, but it needs to be self-centered because if you ain't busy minding you, trust and believe somebody going to step in and they're going to try to mind you and all your business and tell you what to do with it and all that stuff. So this change is happening in your world, bringing in your wish fulfillment, bringing in your ships, bringing your ships in, require that you get over your fears of, was it fears of love or loving, fear of loving, fear of wealth, fear of what people would think of you if you had to tell them no to someone, fear of saying no to somebody. Some of y'all had no fucking boundaries at all. But once you handle that, you began to exercise boundaries. Now everything's switching and changing in your world. And now you're getting outside of your comfort zone. You're going into new territory here. All right. And what has allowed this to continue is here. You work in your magic. You're casting a spell by this confidence. You have confidence. You're fucking booming with confidence right now. It's changed your world, and you're cleaning your energy out. All this bullshit that wants to get the fuck away from you, you're like, good riddance. Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. And deuces. Have a nice life. Thanks for the experience. I'm moving on. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. And you made it a big boom X on that ass for somebody here. Whether it's ex-friend, ex-lover, ex-co-worker, ex-job, ex-neighbor, ex-something, you X something out. When with X come through, that's a big do not go, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Get your ass the fuck up out of here, and where else you go ain't none of my business neither. Sending you all the best. Be gone. I heard you and that fucking horse you came in could get the fuck up out of here. All right, let's see what else we have here. The third position talks about what is the appreciation to shift, or what is the application to shift the trajectory advantageously. So as you're in a state of change, what is the application, or what can you apply in your life to keep shifting things in your favor? Because we already clarified or figured out here that you got big changes happening now. So what do we have is the 9 of fucking water, baby. Stay self-fulfilling. Keep doing what you need to do for you. Keep minding your own fucking business better than you minding everybody else's business. Stay self-centered. Let them think you a cocky motherfucker. Let them think you conceited. Let them think you all about you, because, baby, you all about you. And if they can dig it and they can ride with that, well, come on, come through. If not, get the fuck out. Don't even mind coming around here. You see, that's what we got to do right now. It's got to be mutually beneficial. I'm just saying, this person is, and everybody else out there is getting what the fuck they want. The difference between you and them is they want you to do it for them. They want you to do it for them, and you busy doing it for yourself, and they need to be doing it for themselves, you know? So this is the application of that emotional independence. This is emotional independence, emotional intelligence, okay, and going for what you want. Being in receptive mode. Praise. You are fully in receptive mode with this 9 of water. And the universe is going to present some beautiful opportunities your way. And your job is to say this and repeat with me. Yes, please, and thank you. Sí, por favor y gracias. That's the phrase right there. That's the catchphrase. That's going to be a one phrase wonder. Catch them all and get it done, and get her done energy right there. They're going to be coming your way talking about, can I, do you want to, would you like to, I can do this for you. And your job is to say yes, please, and thank you. And it's not about having to do anything untoward. Nothing you're not even being asked for nothing. I feel like the only thing you're being asked to do is receive. Will you receive it? Yes, I will. Thank you. I hear, because here's the thing. If you say, a lot of people, you be like, well, let me help you. I can do this. I can do that for you. No, that's okay. I'll take care of it. I have to do this myself. You know what? Not only do you miss your fucking blessings, but you make this person miss their blessings, because, see, their blessings is coming on the train of giving you your blessings. The thing about it, when the blessings go down the line, the blessings come all around. In other words, the beautiful, magical, surprising and joyful experiences that you materialize are coming in because you're putting them out. So when somebody come around and they're like, well, I would like to do this for you. No strings attached. Let me just do this for you. Yes, please, and thank you. Learn to say yes, please, and thank you. What else do we have here with the 9 of water? We have stop in the name of love. Okay, so what else do we have here with this 9 of water? We have the 2 of wands. Ooh, okay. So what I'm seeing here, this is about you being emotionally independent and putting a block to any type of connection. Right now is not the time for you to necessarily partner up with anybody. It's a time for independence. So I do feel like romantically they're talking about right now is not the time for you to be partnered up romantically. Because remember, I already talked about in the last position how part of what's allowed you to have this prosperity come through for you now is the fact that you cleaning your life out. You removing all these low vibrational, cross current ass motherfuckers. They ain't got nothing good in mind for themselves. How the fuck can they have something good in mind for you? They're just trying to block you from getting your blessings. Because you know what? They ain't got $1 to spare or to share. And if they did, they sure wasn't going to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had no positive energy spare and share. And somebody says, but I thought we were being self-centered. And that's how our blessings was coming. You are being self-centered. And in your self-centeredness, there are ways that you are very, very generous. It just means that you're not putting yourself out to put somebody else in. What the fuck is the sense of that? You got this whole big ass house over here. You gonna put yourself out so other people can live in your house. Now you gonna go be homeless? In essence, that's what some of y'all have been doing. That's what some of us have been doing. Why? Because we've been given what we didn't have. Honey, you got to fill your cups up before you can give anybody any damn thing. So whether that's financially, you can't give them from what you don't have. This is why we all have a responsibility to be as wealthy as fucking possible so we can make this shit happen. Because a good man with a good heart and a whole big ass bank account could do a whole lot of good with that golden heart condition. But somebody with a dirty, ugly ass, evil ass, conniving, scheming, manipulated ass, whatever heart with a whole lot of money, that's what the fuck they create. And y'all probably already know somebody like that. I mean, I'm not even going to talk about the ones I know of, but they ain't around. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the cleanse energy was. So it's like, stop trying to bring in that energy of somebody else right now. Sit in this energy with yourself for a minute. It's your turn to receive. And while you out here receiving, God's got your front, back, side to side, up, down, and all around. So the next position we have coming out for you talks about what should be reviewed. So what do you need to review? The Six of Water. I heard soul connection. Okay, there's a soul connection here that needs to be reviewed. And coming out with that Six of Water, we have intuition. Intuitively, you know that this soul connection needs reviewing. Okay, what else do we have with it? The High Priestess. Intuition again. Okay, interesting. So for some, yeah, there's definitely, this is about reviewing a soul connection. They did not say go get back with the person from the past. That's not what they said. Somebody wants to make it sound like that, but that's not what the fuck they said. They said review the soul connections that you've had. Excuse me. Oh, they're also saying, look at how far you've come from your past. Look at how far you come from your past. Do you remember when you started manifesting this experience? Because it's been a long ass time you've been holding on to this. I heard also, you need to keep some of this stuff between you and spirit. Keep it to yourself. You don't need to tell everybody every detail about all these beautiful things happening in your life, because then they want to create cross-current energy. And but why the fuck did that? Why that happened to you instead of me? I deserve that. That should have happened to me. Well, I can't believe they did that for you. Why on earth would they do that for you? How? Whatever. All right. What's the next position we have for you? It talks about what are the supportive or building elements in abundance here. And we have the Two of Earth. Wow. So the building elements is the change in your life. This is the harmonious change, the Lord of harmonious change. It came out as far as what's happening in the shadows. This is what is to be built upon. So here you are. There's this powerful change happening in your experience. You are to build upon that, okay? It is supportive to where you're headed, your goals, your trajectory in life. The Two of Earth is coming out and being clarified with fear. So this is moving out of the state of fear. Oh, I heard transmuting the energy of fear. Transmuting the energy of fear. Okay. But somebody here, no, they said for you. They said it was for you, not for somebody. They said it was for you. That you are not allowing yourself to be frozen in fear anymore. You're not allowing yourself the fear of being alone to stop you You're not allowing the fear of being alone to stop you. You're not allowing the fear of the past repeating itself to stop you. You're not allowing the shit that was in your childhood to stop you. Is not there. The other thing here is the Ace of Swords because of the truth. The truth that you now know is helping you. You now know with the Ace of Swords, the fear, and the Two of Earth. You now know how to cut through fears, false evidence appearing real with the truth. Bring light to it and create change for yourself. This is what's supporting you. What's the catapult? In other words, what's launching you over there is the Justice card. Libra energy is here for you, someone there. There's a Libra in this experience, but justice, this is the scales of justice coming in to set things into balance on your behalf. Somebody from late September to late October is going to be a particularly important season for you. Libra season will be very particularly important for you. Okay, this is a catapult. Something big happening in this time. And again, for somebody, it's not talking about the season, but there's a person with the zodiac sign, Libra sun sign. Okay, flow. All right, balance coming in. The catapult is balance is coming in, being restored in your life. What was unfair, what was imbalanced in the past, now being set into balance. And this thing is in motion. It's in flow right now. And the wheel of fortune is here saying good fortune is here on your side. You've changed by stepping into your destiny, you have changed your fate. Thank you. You might have been born into an impoverished family with limited education and limited resources. And, that was your fate. But when you stepped up and you did some sort of changes to your life here, now all that poverty consciousness shit is disappearing. That's your destiny, baby. That's taking the challenge, getting through yourself, getting through your fears and moving out of your comfort zone to go do something different. Okay. Whew. So what's your best your best course forward to attaining this is the Amazon of Earth. So this is Page of Earth energies. Keep asking for what you want. It's important for you to ask for what you want, okay? A closed mouth don't get fed. So I heard this while I was preparing. I heard this and they showed me that I will be saying this during the message today. God is going to be stimulating you through your intuition to ask someone for help. I did. And I got every bit of help that I needed. Now, what I told her before I prefaced my ask for help with, I've never done this before, so this is the first time for me to say something like this. So please understand that. What I did not say was, I hate to say that I need help. That type of shit. There's nothing wrong with asking for help, and you've got to be okay with that. So the best course forward to you is to ask. Ask and you shall receive. You'd be surprised what you will receive just for having asked. But if you don't ask, you never know. And movement. So as you ask, trust and keep an eye out for the energy coming in. Be ready to strike while the iron's hot. When that opportunity comes, the spirit puts it in your intuition to say, ask them for this. Ask them for that. You'll hear it. And if you're truly have faith, honey, all it takes is faith the size of a mustard seed and you can move a whole mountain. If you have faith, you shall receive. And what do we have with that? The Four of Wands, the Lord of Peace restored. This is about you getting into a peaceful place. What you're asking for and what you are receiving are creating for you a movement towards a more peaceful existence for yourself. So this is what I have for you for your message of tarots in the shadows. I know that I have a question up there from Malibu. If you didn't put your question in, honey, go ahead and put it in now because I am so ready to read on your behalf right now. Thank you for your $20 donation. And it looks like it's just me and you for this tonight as of this time. Anybody else want to get it in? Hurry up and put your donation in right now because that's the way it's going down tonight. Every once in a while, they'll say, okay, everybody just put your question in comment. Tonight's not the night. You don't get to do that. You want to ask a question? What's it worth to you? Is it worth at least a donation of $10 US? Because if it ain't worth your $10 US, why does it need to be worth any of my time? Because you can't buy time. You can never buy time. Okay. So let's see what we have. Looking for a question. Let me look at. Hello, Miss Hilario. Hello, Monzi, Zachary, Norma Jean. Thank you, love, for coming on and helping us out. Hello, Lunatic and Margarita. Virginia. And Dalila. Okay. Malibu, I was just wondering about career. Like to know I'm going to have to walk away from this job. I'm already got another one, so I'm excited about that. But I want to know about a new romantic situation that may unfold within my career. Okay. Well, they said just pull off the top of the decks to get your answer to that. So let me flip this one over. And for Malibu, her answer is prospect for new love in the new career. Four of Earth. Coming out with the isolation, okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, girl, they're telling you, just like in the reading today, right now is not the time for you to be pairing up. It's not the time for you to be pairing up with nobody. Right now, they're saying give it a couple more months. I hear give it at least a couple of more months. Right now, you don't need to be thinking about nobody else in romance. Right now, you need to be dealing with yourself, your own heart, and your own issues, as we talked about in this reading here. In regards to a move, what do we have? Alchemy, which is the card of Temperance, which indicates divine timing. We have a Sweetness. Ooh, okay. Divine timing. And we have the 10 of Swords. Oh, wow. Okay, so, well, honey, Malibu. Okay, so regarding the move, give up. Give up. Give up. I get so tired of saying this to people. Listen, stop worrying about what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. When it's time to go, it's going to hit you so hard, you're going to go. When you do go, it will be in divine timing. I feel like it'll be during the month of October very strongly. And it's going to be the right, sweet time for you to make that move. And Malibu, I hear you, baby. As far as love, you're saying not now, but eventually. You're thinking about it right now. Just by asking it. Just by asking it, you're thinking about it right now. So stop. Just fucking stop. Right now is not time for you to be thinking about it. Don't worry about the future. You need to stay right now. And right now you have you. And you need to get real fucking comfy and cozy with you, baby. Because that's what it's all about right now. Now Malibu says my lease ends in October. So it looks like there's definitely a move for you coming up, honey. Because they strongly gave me October. So, thank you so much for your, Malibu says you're right. And people think, I'm going to tell you what, I've been accused a couple of times about people saying to me, you think you always right. No, actually, I don't ever fucking think I'm right. I always know I'm right because I'm not just talking out the fucking side of my neck. It's coming in. I'm channeling this shit. And now I know what I'm doing. So you really can't fuck with me. You can call me as bullheaded as you want to. Yeah, I know I'm a Taurus. I'm stubborn and I'm bullheaded. And you sure as shit can't tell me anything wrong. Because Spirit already told me, I already know what's going down. They showed me, and faith. You want to talk about faith? It's a lot bigger than a fucking mustard seed. Let me tell you, I make shit happen. I move these energies, and I have strong faith. I'm a goddamn bull. You can't move me until I want to move. So, baby girl, get your head out of your heart unless it applies to you. Stop worrying about who's coming into your life because that in itself is going to keep them far the fuck away. All right. Thank you for your $20 donation at this time. And it is 2 minutes until 4:20 shit in the morning in Las Vegas. So, yeah, it's time for me to go. So thankful and grateful that you could be here with me. And until next time, I look forward to having you all back here and getting to know you more. So, until then, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, babies.